Killmonger today, so. Alright, hope everybody's doing well. I think I look like Killmonger today, so I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's the last person I expected to look like. But hope everyone's doing well. Alright. Alright, Paul, here we go. Oh, okay, we'll wait. Let's see the rest. Okay. Okay, Paul just sent me a message saying that his wrists feel good. I was worried about him from chats on PSN. Okay, so I've actually noticed some tendencies with Paul, but let's see how they turn out. Good. So I could have won that, but I did an extra jab, and that caused me to win the combo. That would have launched rolling out. All right, good. So now he's actually doing more 666, like. And then this might be where he'll switch up. So. So he's gonna use dashing elbows more against Leon. He's been playing against Dez, and he's been playing against Rental Animator. So this is awesome. Very good. See, that's awesome punish. Alright, so some of the things I was going to say is there are tendencies that I hope he will work on, but it's up to the opponent to make him work on those things. So we'll work on that later. Some setups I have an idea of how to do, but actually he gives me a good opportunity on working on how I transition into those setups. So let's see if I can do that. So he's gonna wait around that line. Okay. So let's see if I can work on this. There's a few things I want to work on against him. One of his biggest tendencies, though, is glaringly obvious. I thought I evaded that. Okay. I must have been at a big disadvantage. Good. That's funny. Okay, so that's an insanely hard read. So good. Okay, now I know what to do. Okay.
Round 5. Ready, go!
So I'm gonna say that part highlighted his weakness, or not weakness, his opportunity against him. It's not a weakness. The good thing about VF is if you have a quote-unquote weakness, you can turn it into a conditioning point. So you can use it against the opponent if their target, because it's a source of a read is okay. When does my opponent target my habit, and I can turn that into a read.
Round 1. Ready, go!
I love that sequence. It's so hard.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Beautiful, beautiful defense. That was really exciting.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Okay, I thought I got him there. That's an awesome setup because I can't do much against it. I tried to evade, but I'm still too slow.
Ready, go! Knockout.
Alright, so hope everyone's doing really well today. Let's see here.
What a knucklehead.
And Paul, if you're the one that's watching, oh, I really want to watch Wakanda Forever. Do not spoil it for me. I really want to watch that so bad, but I don't know when I'm gonna make time with all the family stuff coming up. I like to go watch privately late at night. That was beautiful. That was really good. The stun combo Doom choice is really good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Two in a row is always funny. So if you tech roll, you're just screwed from that. Very awesome. That was a wonderful, wonderful game. Again, I'm in my Killmonger look because I slept extra this morning.
Knucklehead.
No daylight because the lighting in my house, but I look like Killmonger, so I love it.
Round 2.
almost wrung myself out. Paul saved me. Paul saved me from a ring out because I hopped away at the right distance to jump out of the ring.
What a knucklehead!
How are you doing today, Tricky? Hope you're doing really well. I figured against Paul, I had to switch my arcade stick to using the auto V5. I cannot afford to like miss like a tap back or a tap forward.
Ready, go!
Okay.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! My time is here! Knockout!
Good first set, Paul.
Forgot to train, eh?
Hey, how you doing, Nelly? Good to see you. Good to see you, Tricky, again. Good. I'm so happy sparring with Paul. It's a lot of fun. So there's a few reads I have on Paul, but the upside is that when Paul identifies them, they can turn it into a read. You can turn it into conditioning. If you have a certain opening in your game and you figure out what it is, you can always turn that into an opening or into like a reverse Nitaku type of move, where you act against the opponent you punish the opponent for actually catching it. And that's what, if Paul does that, their Akira will be even stronger. Their Akira is so strong. Like, make no mistake about how strong Paul's Akira is. I'm just saying that I'm only attacking maybe 3 things in their game today. And if they figure that out, they can totally rewire it. But Akira is so scary because just he hits you and you're just so screwed. And like if you whiff it against Paul's Akira, it really sucks. Like whiffing against Paul's Akira really sucks. Okay. So I can't switch up yet. That's okay. Paul's not gonna do it, so. I gave him a guaranteed dashing elbow because it was a rollaway kick. That was good. That was a good response. It's a good response. I shouldn't have done that. Evade, yeah, I think Paul has the ability to do evade body check, but I think they should address one thing first before they do that. I think they're like a step away from using evade body checks more. But this last game, I did not target his opening, and it would have actually worked. I'll see if Nelly can figure it out. Looks like he's addressing it though. Yeah, that's true. So that is one of the biggest lessons in VF2. The threat of something existing is really important. That's how you mix up. Just like the threat of the mix-up is one of the most important things in this game. Like, just the fact that you're willing, that you could do it, like, changes everything. In board games, like, you have to understand this principle. When you play card games, 100% you have to use this technique. So, like, when it comes to like throw direction, it's the same thing. If you only do one throw direction, it's too much to like. It's too much good information for your opponent. All right, let's target Paul's thing again. Hey, Lightning Dragon, good to see ya. He's not gonna take any more throws after that. That's good. But it does mean he's willing to take uppercuts. Yep, there's the uppercut. Guard break. Nice, he switched to sidekick. Sidekick's good. Hey Jimmy, good to see ya. I'm glad everyone's sparring with Crazy Drunk also. The games are going really good. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm trying stuff out. It's training me too. Good. I think I've learned a lot about this matchup, so I'm happy. But also about Paul in general, about how to fight Paul, but Paul is still so like freaking good, so it's so much fun. This is the best VF is sparring. Paul is very, very creative. So what I've been saying all day today is there's a couple tendencies that Paul has, and they haven't really fixed it, but if they do, but they don't have to. Like, it's one of those things where they can turn it into against me, so they can punish me for going against it. And the good thing about having a specific opening is you can also target big points for them. So when you get good at that, that's really scary. Like, okay, I'll play with it anyways, and then when it's a critical point, like a round win or a game win, like boom, I'll switch it up, and that's really terrifying, right? That's how you attack reads. Is you can that's the opposite of reads is condition. You know, people can push or pull, right? Pushing is conditioning. Pulling is reading. I would love to, but today I'm not sure because I have to take care of kids quite a bit, but we'll see. I do need more care games. It's true that like today the stuff I'm doing is specifically against Paul. I really do need more care games, so I agree.
Ready, go!
Shit, really? Okay. That was a misinput. Good. If he turned it into a Stun Palm of Doom, that would have been amazing, though. Like, Stun Palm of Doom is such an awesome anti-throw. It's such a, like, the last, like, in your brain, you're just like, he's about to throw, so you just smash Stun Palm of Doom. That'd be amazing, right? Like, Leon, I'm trying to get to do Leon do P plus K for that. I'm trying to have P plus K be like that last second, like, oh, he's gonna go throw, and then I match P plus K so I can combo them. Anything that requires less input complexity. And so multi-button moves are perfect for that. I love that jab into guard break.
Round two. Ready, go! Round three.
Thank you, Nelly. That was so good. That's annoying. That was good. Good stuff. Good round, Paul.
Round four. Ready, go!
Dang it, I hit it with my screen. My screen goes black like for like a second. That was so good. Only when he does sidekick, but the thing is I actually am not comfortable at knowing when he does sidekick because every time I try, he does like dashing elbow. So right now, even though he does do sidekick a lot against me, I haven't, even though it might be obvious to you guys, for me it hasn't been obvious when he's gonna go for sidekick. And so I see it a lot, but I also see it in waves. Like I see him doing it a lot, and then he stops, and it's like, I think I'm a little too late. I'm gonna end up sabakiing dashing elbow and get killed. So yeah. But that's a good advice because when he does sidekicks that many times, sabaki's really good. But I really feel like I'm not comfortable doing that against him. It's only a two-person room, so it's spectator only, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Round two. Ready,
I thought he would let go earlier. Okay. We'll have to do an elbow punch on him.
ready, go!
see. We'll see. I won't be able to play too much after this. I can play a little, but I do need to get ready on some stuff. Right, come on. Yep. But I will tell Paul what it is that I am targeting. I think they know, but I'll tell them later.
Round one. Ready, go!
You're very strong, Paul. I'm working on very particular reads though, and I'll tell you what they are later. Because I know you can change it. And it's not that you have to change it. It's just that you have to know how to work with it or change it. One of those two things. And working and both would be great. Oh man, that move is too fast. I can't jab him out of it.
Round two. Ready, go!
Good. But now I know kind of something. Okay, there's something that I learned about how I use my Leon. That was good. That was really good. You made the adjustment. I attacked too early. Good. Ice has got an idea of what I'm doing. Or I think Ice knows exactly what I'm doing. That was awesome. I didn't do the knee, so that was really good. I didn't believe. Good. Good. Okay, so Paul, I'm gonna give it out right now. Your habit that I was attacking, your main habit, there's one specific habit. You like to evade down. You did switch it up. In the last set, you did switch it up. But you like to evade down, like too much. And that's okay, but if your opponent's targeting it, you need to use that against them. So what you can do is you can allow it, and then train yourself to be able to just switch to flip it. Into just evading up instead. That's really it. And so a lot of the stance changes is part of it, but for me it was more that I had to be conscious about which attack I could use against you. And what that does is it turned a lot of my mids into like double threats, because it wasn't just that I was punishing you for a bare, it was because I was punishing you for evading. And so that ends up like, it adds to your risk. And so again, you can turn it around against the opponent, but it's something that I've noticed when I watch more of your matches lately, that you favor that one like by like 90%. And so just work on that. If you're using the all button controllers, it's actually easier to fix, but I recommend using your right thumb as a way to tell yourself that you're going to specifically evade up. Like your right thumb instead of your left thumb, if you're using all button controller. If you're using stick, it's a lot of, it's that habit tends to be born out of comfort for most people. Most players have that. Like they prefer up or it's more of a conscious way to tell yourself to not let yourself evade to your comfort. And so it's telling you that I'm not going to evade down. I'm going to evade up now because if my opponent's attacking it, I'm just going to flat out switch to doing it. And so using your right thumb is a way on an all button controller, on a hitbox style controller. To me, using your right thumb, if that's not what you're already doing, because for me, I use my left thumb. So switching to my right thumb is like a hack to get myself to change to using up instead of down, you know. Just for the moment, you know, and then later on, maybe for like a week, get yourself just to evade only up as much as possible, even if it kills you, because that way you can turn it into a comfortable muscle memory, and then later go 50-50, and then you can get back to doing the way that VF kind of encourages you to do, which is back and front, right? But the cool thing about using up and down is you can use it against your opponent. You really can, because they might think they've got the read on you, but you win the critical points. So you can keep doing down, but when it's a critical point, when that evade is going to cause you to win the round, you do the up, you know, and that's really scary. so it's not wrong to like to prefer to do down. It's just that you need to use it in a conditioning way. Yeah. So but I've also found that the nature of an evade bias that's not back or front, but is like up or down, simply is out of comfort. And it does happen, I think, more on stick than any other controller. I think stick players have a bigger habit of it. But I think hitbox too, just because like your middle finger is down and your thumb is up, it's really like, you know, like on hitbox I think it's a problem too. So for me, the way I fix that is, you know, using two thumbs, sometimes choosing, like, making it a different kind of motion helps me hack it, yeah. Yeah, so I will tell you right now, Dennis0201 totally attacks your down habit. So, like, in case you're wondering, Dennis0201 totally attacks that habit of yours. So, you know, yeah. So I think, like, but again, own your habit, turn your habit into a conditioning, and then you can also use reads too. So if you train yourself on both, you're really scary. Your Akira is really freaking scary. I'll do one more set and then, like you'll probably win this set just from me just telling you that one point that I was attacking. There's a few others, but that's the main one because that's the one that can be addressed right away, but that's the one that I scored very highly on. A lot of rounds were settled because of that habit.
Round one. Ready, go!
Alright, we're here to make everybody strong. Ice Wizard, you're very strong, and your insight brings a lot. God, his conditioning on that is so scary. Like, attack versus throw is really, versus guard break is really scary. But Ice, you bring a lot of insight for a lot of people that come from a lot of other fighting games. Bring so much insight. It's just more of like how to apply it to VF. But once you do, you guys are so scary.
Round four. Ready, go!
This is the hard part when you're trying to using your focus to work on your habit is hard in the match. But you have to. This is why a lot of times when we develop stuff, like we go on losing streaks, but it's okay. Oh, so cool. The hardest part about using throw as your killing blow is that it can be turned around, right? So Japanese, I think, will just always go mid, just because of how safe mid is, and yet sometimes that's the call, because sometimes you just lose because of the mid gets blocked, and then you lose the mind game after. So it's always a good worthy gamble, but I'll say Japanese players will do the will cut that risk out. They'll just do a mid because they don't want to lose by a crush.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Nice.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
That was awesome body check.
Knockout. What a knucklehead.
Good games. We'll spar some more. Yeah, we'll spar some more. This is gonna be the last one for this afternoon, but I really do want to play more. I want to play you a lot, all of you, but especially you, Paul. You have been so amazing.
Round one.
Yeah.
Ready,
Oh, I don't sandbag. You completely beat me the other time we played, but I also kind of realized what I was doing wrong. Nice. That was good. Good round. All right, let's do it.
round two. Ready, go!
Okay. Minus 15. Oh no, minus 30. Yeah, it's minus 15.
Knockout.
Nice. That's the one time you went for neutral. Good. Same principle. Same principle.
Ready, go!
Really? That's not what I meant to do. That's okay.
My time is here. Knockout.
Yeah. Good patience.
Round one. Ready, go!
I was wondering if that would work, but now you got the
Round
timer.
two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! My time is here. Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout.
Okay.
Round five. Ready, go! Knockout. Forgot to train, eh?
Very good games. I'm really sweating too. Yeah, like it's really scary with Akira because I make a mistake. I make certain mistakes and the amount of damage is ridiculous. It's like really, really scary.
Go!
Like I can't believe like that doesn't cause damage for you.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
That was awesome.
Knockout. Forgot to train, eh?
By the way, I really love playing on the Sanwa JLF Auto V5. Using the Auto V5 Auto's DIY V5 mod on the Sanwa JLF is so good. It's really tight though, so it takes a while to get used to for a lot of people.
Ready, go! Excellent. Round two. Ready, go!
God, I hate that. That's so good.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Good games, good set. Next time he's gonna beat me up really good. So I hope that advice helps you, Paul. Very good games, very good games. So thanks a lot, and let's spar again very soon, because I thank you for the matches. I had a wonderful time, and like, you're gonna beat the crap out of me the next time again, so I gotta prepare for that. But I'm trying to train for Evo. I won't be able to practice, like, leading up into Evo. I won't be able to practice like the days before, which sucks, but it's what it is. I'm gonna have a fun time regardless. But I do want to train up so that my base skill level's better. With Leon, you have incentive to crouch dash always with Leon. So that's the thing. It's not that I'm always wanting to fuzzy after that, but it's that Leon likes to move from a crouching position. So you have a lot of incentive just to do crouch dash if you're like intending to do certain other stuff. So but yeah, technically after 8 P plus K is blocked, you should evade crouch or evade throw escape. But you'd be surprised what you get also in offline too. So it still does the same thing in offline if the opponent's slow. But Paul's not that slow. It's just more that it works out against his options, and especially if he goes for like guard break and stuff like that. So yeah, I love that the weakness for guard break is that you can instantly duck. So but it's still what it is. But yeah. But it's true that like I just have a habit of crouch dash and ECD after a lot of stuff, and that can definitely be punished, and it gets punished by somebody doing throw, after blocking 8 P plus K. It's a really good option to do. So you should do that against me, and then get me to try to Abari, So throwing. Actually, that's the other tip for Paul. Even though he got me with a lot of throws. I believe maybe because of the meta, Paul has a habit of doing the forward throw a lot. Anything that ends in forward. But it's also because they know that they have strong Okizeme from those throws. And so I think what they do is pretty good. They mix up the back throw reasonably well. They could do more, but at the same time, mixing up neutral and forward alone does a lot of good. And so there's nothing wrong with their throw strategy, and they threw me many times correctly. And their Akira's attack game is so scary that it opens the opponent up for a lot of guard break and throw. Throw is actually what would have countered me pretty strongly today because of, well, not really, no, because I was doing an Abari strategy, because I'm not Abari, but when Paul has advantage, I did try to make sure to cut off the down direction, right? With that, so that cut off their evade. But I think I did get some evades, and Paul already does a good job of messing with you if you do that. Like, Paul's attack sequences from side turn are really frustrating. So many times there are things where I thought I would get a free PKP, and Paul knows I don't get that, and so they were able to block it so much. That was really hard. I think part of it's also that I think Paul is actually doing crouching. I think Paul's doing at least part of the fuzzy guard technique that you do in side turn. So fuzzy guard side turn is really hard to do though. If you ever want to have an activity on how to do that, Leon's set up the forward stance into kick. Have the training dummy do that against you. The Leon hit you with the forward stance, kick. After that, then you want to have it mix up 3 options. You want to have it throw right away for a side throw. You want to have it do PKP right away because you cannot block that. You cannot block or evade that. You have to duck it. And then have it do like side kick. And so those three options, and what you can train there is a really advanced fuzzy guard from the side turn in that specific situation, but it works against, it's something you need to do against Eileen for one of her setups, and I think you should do it against Akira as well, except the problem with Akira is he's got the mids that really take advantage of his frame advantage. And so those mids you just can't do anything about. That's why the evade low punch into double palm works. Why it's guaranteed on a side hit is because it's a mid attack. If it was a high attack, you'd be able to duck it. You wouldn't be able to block it, but you'd be able to duck it. So the fuzzy guard technique from the side is really rough because you have to kind of crouch with, like, recommended that you crouch with the diagonal, and then you do the side throw escape and guard right after. But let's see, because you want to duck under. No, you got to do like the side throw escape and then duck and then back up and guard and side throw escape. And it's pretty crazy how that works. But it's a hard technique to do. But it's one of those, and I recommend mostly that you focus that on the offline. Online, it's kind of hard to even do. Online, you just kind of deal with, you cut off the two options that the Leon player is likely to do. If the Leon player likes to do side throw and likes to do side kick, then you just do a side throw escape guard. But if the Leon player likes to do the PKP, then you got to do crouch into standing guard. But that fuzzy technique is to do a side throw escape on the side, crouch, and then stand up and guard side throw escape. So, sounds complicated. It's something that a picture would help, and a video on it would help. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a good one. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. Maybe Tricky's on. But I had a wonderful time sparring with Paul, and Paul's gotten like stronger. They're gonna level up a lot again, probably right away. I hope my advice to Paul helps. So. But it looks like there's others, so let's see if we can raid. Let's see who we can raid today.
Round 4. Ready?
No, just me. Okay, alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna raid Tenno Media then, why not? Even though they won't appreciate it as much, but still. Tenno Media is awesome. The owner's pretty cool. They're also the owner of the Atasa Japanese web store, which I've ordered quite a few products from. So they have some exclusives, and if you like Seimitsu, I really love going to that shop. But they also sell Golden Lever in Japan too, so that's it's partly why I know about them more. I'm not quite the Tekken fan, so I like Tekken, but I'm not as quite a Tekken enthusiast, so that's why I'm not as familiar as Tenno Media as a lot of other people here would be. But alright, let's watch our friend Hidetan. So Hidetan's Leon, I always like fighting. He's very humble about it. Well, yeah, he's fighting in a land of legends, but Hidetan himself is very strong. So it's just that he knows his place, doesn't want to overspeak it. But I love Hidetan's Leon. I had so much fun fighting Hidetan on the Japanese tournament. So much fun. I almost won that match. I barely lost it because I execution failed because I did have it, but failed dropped the combo and then he killed me. I do love that not only this feature of the VFTV on the main menu, I like that it translates translates the Japanese names too. Or it translates the names in general. Or at least changes them into the writing style, into the one that you can read.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready? Go! Look out.
Alright, good match. Alright, everybody have a good one, and thank you so much.
Yoroshu, お頼申します。